You want them standing where you do this? You want to come in the front?
Them down here.
Okay, we're live now, so do you want to go in the front and get sworn in, all the new board members?
Sworn in.
Tracy, go on up in front, get sworn in. This is the Honorable Rita Hathaway. She's still the President of Judges? Judges in Westmoreland County. Thank you for doing this tonight.
You're very welcome, my pleasure.
And I want to, but she was my son's second grade teacher too, a mother of sorrows.
Catherine, one of my favorites. Yes. Very proud of them now.
Thank you.
Okay. I could do that another time.
That's fine. Great. Very good, thank you.
All right, again, I'm please tell my back people. I'm Judge Rita Donovan Hathaway. I'm President Judge in Westmoreland County. I'm also a proud resident of Murray.
Mike.
I used to teach at Mother of Sorrows School.
She needs a mic. Oh, she's got one.
So it's my pleasure to be asked to be here tonight to swear in the new Franklin Regional School District Board of School Directors. My glasses. So maybe I can put it up here and, can I do this? How's that? Can everybody hear me? All right, so we have today Tracy C. Eshelman-Ramey, Diana L. Altieri-Hand, Mark A. Kozolski, and Kevin Karimsky. So would you all kindly raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity. So sworn. Congratulations.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this. Being a walk in the park for these guys. Okay, we're going to call to order. Oh, you're doing that. I'm sorry.
This is my show tonight, Mr. President.
It is.
At least for a few minutes. I'm going to call to order the organization meeting of the Franklin Regional Board of School Directors. And at this point in time, we're going to stand up for the salute to the flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Ms. Wolf.
Mr. Moderator.
Here.
Mr. Weinman.
Here.
Mr. Yingling.
Here.
Mr. Yant.
Yes.
Mr. Kozlowski.
Here.
Mr. Karimsky.
Here.
Ms. Eshelman-Ramey.
Here.
Ms. Altieri-Hand.
Here.
Mr. Corsetti is absent this evening.
Thank you. Nominations are now in order for the office of President Pro Temp.
I'll nominate Scott Wyman.
Scott Wyman is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the President Pro Temp? Hearing none. Mr. Wyman.
Nominations are now in order for the President of the Board. I hear a nomination.
I'll nominate Herb Yingling. Second.
Herb Yingling is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of President? Herb Yingling is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of President? Herb Yingling is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of President? Hearing no further nominations, the nomination for the office of President are closed. Herb Yingling being the only candidate nominated for the office of President, the chair declares him elected by acclamation and directs the secretary to so record in the minutes.
Thank you. Okay, we need nomination for vice president.
I nominate Mark Kozlowski for vice president.
Mark Kozlowski's been nominated for vice president. Any other nominations for vice president? Any other nominations for vice president? And I'll do for the third time, anybody else for vice president? Hearing no other nominations, Mark Kozlowski is vice president of the Franklin Regional School Board. Thank you, Mark. Okay, we need nominations for treasurer.
I nominate Scott Wyman for treasurer.
Scott Wyman's been nominated for treasurer. Any other nominations for treasurer? Again, anybody else nominating for treasurer? For the third time, nominations for treasurer. Scott, thank you for treasurer and Franklin Regional School Board. Okay, we're going into dates and meeting times, page 1 of your agenda. You doing this? You want me to do this?
I'm happy to talk about it.
Okay.
Listed under F are the dates, proposed date and meeting, place of meetings for the 2021, or I'm sorry, 2022 year. Almost all of those meetings are obviously on Monday evenings, with adjustments due to holidays and voting.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Perino. Okay, appointment of committee members. Everybody bring their sheets in? I
Actually,
know a couple of them did. If you didn't, just drop them off to administration to Ms. Wolf.
I think we need to take an action on F.
Okay,
Yes, we did.
all right. We're going to appoint committee members and representatives. We didn't need to,
On the dates, on
oh,
F.
I'm sorry. I need a motion to approve the dates of the
So approved.
second for the meeting.
Second.
Comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. Okay, appointments of the committees. Ms. Wolf gave you a paper with the committee assignments on it. If you didn't give them to her tonight, try to make arrangements to get it to her for the next couple of days. Mr. Kozlowski and myself will get together and we'll go through and get the committees sorted out one day this week and let everybody know. I already told you're going to be on the IU board, and they already know about it. And
Ask Herb for the same committee.
Ed, you're going to be on the VOTEC board. You already know about it. I had to let them know before today, so. All right.
Just so everyone knows why those two appointments are made right now. In Pennsylvania, the boards have to reorganize either the first full week by the end of the first full week of December. And so all the CTC and the intermediate unit boards are also considered public school boards. And so they have to go through the same process that the board is going through tonight. And so that is why those appointments are already made, and typically those appointments are at the discretion of the board president in consultation with the board vice president.
Okay, I need a motion to adjourn the
Motion to adjourn. Second.
move, seconded, comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carries 8-0. Okay, we're going to move on to the Committee of the Whole meeting for Monday, December 6, 2021. We're in executive sessions for legal, personnel, and contractual issues from 6:45 to 7, almost 7:30. Dr. Pryor, Superintendent's report.
First of all, on behalf of the administrative team, I would like to welcome our new board members to the group this evening, and we look forward to working with you over the next 4 years. That being said, we are into the holiday season. Some of our families are celebrating now. I would like to wish all of our families who are Jewish families a happy Hanukkah, and our families who celebrate Christmas and a Merry Christmas. And so just take that opportunity at this time to think about all the things that we're thankful for and things of that nature. And so I just want to wish everyone a happy holiday and I hope everyone gets to spend time with their loved ones. That's the superintendent report for this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Perrino. Okay, public comments. First one is Dr. Berlin. I know you know how to do this, so
Yes, I do. You're
Okay.
right. One timer.
you good.
Let me swing this around, okay?
Yep.
Larry Borland, taxpayer and house owner, 3915 Bridgewood Circle, Marysville. I have 3 brief comments. First, I congratulate the board in extending the superintendent contract, Dr. Jamie Perrino. In my opinion, couldn't find a more qualified and committed person for this position. Congratulations, Dr. P. Second, congratulations to the new board and those who are continuing to serve. Third, I want to congratulate previous boards and administration on a previous decision disapproving the purchase and installation of system software which is only designed to snoop on students, teachers, and parents. Wall Street Journal on September 18th of this year had an article on AI, artificial intelligence software being designed and sold to thousands of American school districts. Such software is installed on every school system computer tablet, as well as bundled, and the software package is installed to allow a student or parent to log into the school's network from a home CPU. I congratulate you on understanding that the risks of misuse of this kind of software far, far outweigh any possible benefit. I congratulate you on not installing such software that obviously infringes on the U.S. First Amendment. I congratulate you on not installing such software that can be easily used to snoop and collect info on whomever might be currently designated as politically incorrect or merely used to wield power, perhaps even blackmail over others. In my current resident state, New Hampshire, the statewide newspaper, the Union Leader, recently reported that a superintendent and a school board president at the Rochester School District used such software to spy on other school board members, teachers, and even the teachers' union. An IT person who refused to participate in this because of its unethical, if not illegal nature, was summarily fired by the school district for shame. Franklin Regional made the right decision for FR and our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Borland. Okay, Matthew Ackerman.
My name is Matthew Walkman, 4211 Bulltown Road. First, congratulations to the newest board members. Look forward to many more meetings with this group as we meet here this morning. I'd like to share a lot of information pertaining to especially things that affect the kids with these COVID items, issues, laws, edicts, whatever have you from the state. And I came across a recent study, a German study by Borsch, Glaunder, and Mendel. They showed that people who have higher vitamin D levels have much lower mortality rate from COVID-19 deaths. 30 nanograms per milliliter showed increased or a significant decrease of mortality, while those who have 50 nanograms per milliliter or higher have virtually no deaths. And according to the Vitamin D Council, average range is from 40 to 80 nanograms per milliliter. Is this the first time that anybody's hearing these numbers before? I know I'm not very familiar with it, and I pay attention to the a lot of information. And it's frustrating because we have to come to these boards and talk about not putting masks on kids, which study after study show that masks do not do anything to reduce the spread of COVID-19. In fact, are doing various adverse health and mental health effects. So I understand December 8th is the last day for these mask mandates for the school. I don't trust that. I don't trust that these masks will be off for kids. We need to make sure that the masks are off the kids and the teachers so we can have proper learning in the schools. And we need to start spreading information such as these vitamin D levels to ensure proper health and safety, not only for the kids, but everyone else around here. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew.
Mr. President,
Yes,
may I make a comment?
go ahead.
What you said is very true. I've said many times to the community to read and to be informed and to understand what you can do as a family to take different supplements to protect yourself, to give yourself that extra added little extra that we all need. So I would highly encourage everybody in the whole community to not just to be feared with some of the stuff that you see on TV, but to be proactive for your own family and do the right thing. Supplements are not that expensive. So thank you for the comment.
Thank you. Okay, that's the end of public comments for tonight. We're going to move on to consent agenda items. First one up is Ms. Wills for personnel. Anybody have any questions for Ms. Wills on personnel? It's on pages 1 and 2 of your agenda. You have anything you want to explain on personnel?
Just a quick recap, under certified personnel, there's one motion that would be a retirement. There's 4 motions for your consideration tonight under the support personnel section, which would be to approve 2 appointments of special education aides and to approve 2 leaves and 1 substitute. And then under supplemental personnel, there are 5 motions which would appoint supplemental contracts per the CBA under different categories, and then 1 resignation.
Anybody have any questions on personnel? Thank you.
Can I just take a moment to, this is actually the first time that Mrs. Willis has presented to the Board of School Directors in our community. This is Allison Willis. She is the Director of Human Resources. She will replace Marlena Lang. Welcome.
And welcome to Franklin Regional.
Nice to meet everyone. Thank you very much.
Yep. Okay. Approval of the investments depository accounts. Mr. Perry. I'm here for the rest of almost.
Good evening. The approval of investment and depository accounts is an annual item at the reorganization meeting. You'll see there are various bank accounts listed here. The district's primary depository is First National Bank, but we do maintain relationships with many other banks in order to have an ongoing relationship to take advantage of investment opportunities should they present themselves. You'll also see the list of authorized signers. Each account requires at least 2 signatures for disbursement of funds. Any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Perry? Okay, we're moving on to December bills, pre-approval.
Yes, again, this is an annual item for our December meeting. Because there is only 1 meeting in December, we ask for a pre-approval for the list of bills. Typically, the board would approve the list of bills at the regular voting meeting, and that list would be presented to you. Because there is only 1 meeting, we're asking for this pre-approval. The list will still be shared with the board on December 16th, and we're asking the board approve payment on December 20th. If you have any questions, once that list is shared with you, then you can feel free to contact my office, and we can provide more information if it's needed.
Anybody have any questions on payment of bills? Okay, grants.
This month, we have $122 to the Fund a Meal program from FR staff, a $3,000 donation to the high school art department from the Lillian Mervis Charitable Trust, and a $6 donation to the Franklin Regional Middle School from the Anderson Corporation.
Any questions on grants, donations? Okay, budget transfers, page 7 and 8 in your agenda.
This month, there are general fund transfers of $2,059.78.
Any questions on budget transfers? Okay, Act 1 resolution.
All right, this one might require a little more discussion, but this is the first step of the 2022-23 budget process. There is an Act 1 timeline that is prescribed by the state that certain actions need to be taken by school districts. It's basically a function of so many days in advance of the primary election each year. So the board is required to adopt a preliminary budget, or to pass that mandate, you can adopt a resolution to limit any tax increases for the upcoming school year to the Act 1 index. This year, the Act 1 index is 3.4%. That translates to 3.52 mils for Franklin Regional School District. This is the highest that the Act 1 index has been since 2009-10. We have been reviewing very preliminary financial information with our Finance Committee at the meetings held in October and November in order to formulate a recommendation for the full board here in December. At our last Finance Committee meeting, we did review the potential for referendum exceptions, which would provide additional taxing authority above that Act 1 index. The preliminary calculations indicate that the special education expenditures exception could allow an additional 0.5 mils above that Act 1 index. However, based on that somewhat escalated level compared to recent history of this year's Act 1 index, the Finance Committee is recommending that the board adopt that resolution to limit any tax increases to the 3.4% this year. It doesn't obligate the board to do anything from a tax policy standpoint. It just limits the range from 0 to 3.4%.
Thanks for bringing that last part up. That does not mean we're raising it to 3.4%. We cannot go over 3.4. Any questions on Act 1 index? Thank you, Mr. Perry.
Thank you.
Mr. Schreckengost, Chromebooks.
Good evening. I only have one agenda item this evening. This is the purchase of 116 Chromebooks to replace some teacher laptops at the middle school and the high school. I'm sorry, at the elementary school.
Any other questions? Anybody have any questions about Chromebooks?
This is replacing their Chromebooks, or?
Yeah, we have some aging Chromebook laptops at the elementary level. We already replaced the third grade laptops about a month ago, and we are looking to replace the rest of the teachers' Chromebooks at the elementary level.
Do these stay in the school, or do they travel back and forth?
These are for teachers. They will travel back and forth with teachers.
Okay. When I looked at the bid, I didn't see covers or cases.
They already have cases. They already have cases with their current existing older laptops.
Okay, so they're going to use the old cases? Or?
Yes, yes, sir. Their existing laptops will stay in the school.
Okay, what happens to the existing laptops?
We're going to use those to run the Promethean boards. So when we have substitutes come in the building, that they'll have a device that they can log into.
Okay, thank you.
Sir?
This
Any
is part
comments
of
from
the
you?
technology budget.
Correct, it is. Yes, it was budgeted for.
Any other comments? Thank you, Brad. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn the committee.
So move. Bill Yant.
Second.
Move seconded. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. We're going to move right into the third meeting of the night, is the Franklin Board of School Directors regular voting meeting for December 6, 2021. We stand again for the salute to flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, reading of the mission statement. We, the Franklin Regional School Community, strive for excellence, learning, and achievement, and citizenship in all we do. Roll call, Ms. Wolf.
Mr. Yingling.
No.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Mr. Yingling.
Here.
Change the order.
Mr. Yant. Mr. Moderator.
Here.
Mr. Weinman.
Here.
Ms. Altieri Hand.
Here.
Ms. Eshelman Ramey. Mr. Kozlowski.
Here.
Mr. Kremski?
Here.
Mr. Corsetti is absent.
We have 8 board members here tonight. We're not in executive session between the committee of the whole meeting and the regular voting meeting. Anything else for superintendent's report tonight?
No, Mr. President.
Okay, moving on to the approval of the minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes for November 22nd, 2021.
So moved, Scott.
Move Scott, second by Ed. Any comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. Upcoming topics, Dr. Pirano.
Thank you. Future dates, upcoming board meetings in January will be January 10th for the committee of the whole meeting and January 24th for the regular board meeting. Both of those meetings will be held here at the Murraysville Municipal Building and broadcast on Channel 19. We also record those meetings on YouTube, and once we receive that video from the municipality, we upload it. So those meetings begin at 7:30 p.m. Future or upcoming topics include personnel, gifts, grants, and donations, and budget transfers. And that concludes that section of the meeting.
Upcoming topics, very good. Thank you. Okay, we have no public comments for this part of the meeting tonight. Solicitor comments, anything from you?
I have no comment for public session except to thank the new board members for taking the opportunity to be included in the process of helping the Franklin Regional School District students.
Thank you. Okay, consent agenda items. Removed from the consent agenda item for any separate action by board members. We have 7 consent agenda items tonight. Anybody want to remove any consent agenda items for discussion? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve consent agenda items 1 through 7.
So moved, Bill Yant.
Second.
Second by Ed. Any other comments before we take a roll call, before we take a vote? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Scott.
Thought Bill was going to do that.
Second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded. Any comments? All in favor for adjournment? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Again, thank you for the new board members for tonight. Looking forward to working with all of you.